This segment is going to be on the Congressional Black Caucus PAC and how full of shit they are, and how in the pocket of big tobacco and various other special interest groups, to the point that they won't even support one of the members of the Congressional Black Caucus. I did a video where I was all over them, where the Congressional Black Caucus PAC came out in support of Hillary Clinton, and there's 20 members on the Congressional Black Caucus PAC board of directors, and I believe there's like something like 30 or 40 members. Actually, it's 48 members. But of those 20 members on the board, more than half of them are lobbyists for the special interest groups, and in particular the big tobacco companies and the paid the prison for profit industry. Now, how the hell can the Congressional Black Caucus be a lobbyist for the prison for profit industry when the majority of those companies are profiting off the pain of our people? But anyway, let me roll this video, because Color of Change is basically going after him.
Grassroots organization Color Change is calling on the Congressional Black Caucus Political Action Committee to stand up for a fellow member. A few weeks ago, the CBC-PAC, the political arm of the Congressional Black Caucus, endorsed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, but also, that's the endorsement of Hillary Clinton. But in Maryland, where Donna Edwards is running for the United States Senate, the CBC-PAC declined to endorse her. Joining us right now via Skype is Rashad Robinson, who is, of course, Executive Director of Color Change. Rashad, why specifically call out the PAC for not endorsing Congresswoman Donna Edwards?
Thank you for having me on, Roland. Our actual call out is not specifically about either one of the endorsements, although those are sort of important issues. We haven't made an endorsement in either race. Our real problem here is that the CBC-PAC trades on the moral authority and the reputation of the CBC. The majority of the PAC's boards members are lobbyists. They are taking money from folks like the big tobacco and private prisons and doing something that we call civil rights washing. Washing that money through civil rights legacy and allowing those institutions to avoid the type of corporate accountability, the type of accountability that organizations like mine want to put on them. When that announcement was made for Hillary Clinton, it was a very public announcement. And nowhere in that announcement were the lobbyists and corporate donors that donate to the PAC. Nowhere were the majority of the board that have actually made the decision to endorse Hillary Clinton. And when they decided not to endorse Donna Edwards, they did that behind sort of a shield of secrecy. We've asked for answers. We've called and talked to various members. We've called the CBC-PAC. We spent weeks trying to get more answers as news stories came out, both about the corporate relationship. And not only those relationships, but the fact that the opponent that Donna Edwards beat, a lobbyist for big tobacco, was on the CBC-PAC board and helped to make that decision win. Someone that the voters in Donna Edwards' district rejected because of his corporate ties. So what we're calling on the CBC to do is the CBC-PAC is to remake its board. To not only remake its board, but to stop taking money from corporations that do harm to black people. As Michelle Alexander said, you can't serve two masters.
Jason.
Well, look, I guess my question on this is, how do you expect that to happen? Do you all want to vet who is put on the CBC board? Do you want them to sort of change their charter and constitution? Because, look, I understand the concerns that you're expressing. They come up at the CBC every single year. People say that you're getting money from Walmart, you're getting money from this company. But how do you expect this reform to happen? How do you want this new board to be formed? And what role will Color Change play in that process?
Color Chase is absolutely willing to play sort of a role in helping them think through this. We think first and foremost they need to have a board that is not majority lobbyists. And these are very smart people, and they can figure it out. These are people that have been in Washington for a long time and can figure that out. The second thing is that we do want them to stop taking money from big tobacco, which all the other major civil rights organizations, legacy civil rights organizations, have stopped doing. Stop taking big tobacco money. And we want them to stop taking money from private prison lobbyists. We actually campaigned against the Hillary Clinton campaign and push them to stop taking private prison lobbyist money. And so we want the CBC-PAC to do that as well. Those should be simple things. We should be able to expect that from an institution that claims they are the conscience of the Congress.
All right, then, Rashad Robinson, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
Now that's that kills me. You talk about acting against your own interest. How do they allow a board member of the CBC-PAC to help make the decision not to endorse one of their members, with that board member actually running against that member? And I'm talking about Donna Edwards down in Maryland. So, that you talk about corruption and an inside game. See, this is a bunch of bullshit, and I've said it before. A lot of these quote-unquote black action or activists or civil rights organizations, whatever you want to call them, or whatever they are, they're full of shit. They're not actually trying to work to help the people. They're basically in it to line their own pockets and to help themselves to obtain money and power. And and we need to do something. We need to get these bastards out of office and get other people into office, and we need to put term limits on these guys so they can amass the type of power that they currently wield.